Hello everyone, welcome back to our Python complete course. So in the previous unit we learned about function, module, package and recursion. So now we will begin a new topic in Python, that is object oriented programming, commonly known as OOP. So almost every large software application in today, such as Instagram, WhatsApp, Amazon banking system, hospital management system, and games, is built using OOP system. So in this video, we will understand about what is OOP, why do we need OOP, pair of OOP, advantage, real life example, application. So let's get started. So this is the introduction, that this chapter introduce object-oriented programming of a programming paradigm that organizes software around object and instead of only function. So the first one is what is OOPS. So so OOPS is used in classes and object. OOPS use classes and object and to combine data attribute and behavior methods. So basically, object-oriented programming OOP is a programming paradigm that organizes programs using object instead of only function. An object contains data called attribute and a function called method. So in simple word, object combine data and behavior into a single unit called an object. So your net doubt is what the why OOP. So OOP improve code organization, reusability, maintenance, and scalability. So and you have also a question about that, what is object? An object is a real world entity that has property, that is attribute, action, that is method. Like take an example like car. So car has attribute of color, brand, a speed, module, and method. So method, that is action. So it has a start function, a stop function, accelerate function, brake function. So the car is an object. So next question is, what is a class? So the class is a blueprint or template used to create objects. So for example, imagine a company manufacturing thousands of cars. So before making car, engineer prepare a drawing. That design is called a class. The actual car manufactured are called object, and the design manufacture is called uh, objects. Class, and class. So next question is, why do we need OOPS? So suppose we are developing a college management system without OOPS, all code is written together. Code become lengthy, difficult to maintain, and hard to debug. With OOPS, a student information is sort, sorted in one class. Example information in another, or we take teacher information in another class, fee detail in another class. Everything become organized and easier to manage. So give me 1 minute of time, please. So noises. So here we're back again. So the next is procedural programming versus OOPS. So procedural programming focus on function, OOPS focus on object. So basically, procedural programming focus on function and less reusable, difficult for large project, less secure, hard to maintain. But whereas object-oriented programming focuses on object, highly reusable, ideal for large project, more secure, easy to maintain. So next topic is four pillars. So the four pillars are encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, and abstraction. So OOP is based on these four main principles. So first one, so encapsulation. So encapsulation is the binding data and method into a single unit. As example, a bank account hide its internal balance while providing method like deposit function and withdraw function. Inheritance. So inheritance, one class can inherit a property and method from another class. Example, a car class inherited from a vehicle class. Now third one is polymorphism. Thus, polymorphism is the same method behave differently for different objects. Example, the draw method function method may draw a circle, a rectangle, or triangle depending on the object. Next one is abstraction. Abstraction is the showing only the necessary information while hiding the implementation detail. Example, you press the accelerator in a car, but you don't need to know how the engine works internally. So abstraction only is the necessary information show and hide the implementation detail that how it works. The draw method may draw. So you should real life example of hooks like a student. If you take a student, it attribute are name, roll number, age. Now its method. The method are a study function, attend class function, give exam function. Or you can take another example like mobile phone. It attribute are brand, RAM, storage. Its method are like call, message, call function, message function, camera function. You can compare it with bank account like attribute of bank account. Like if so, where here bank account is the cla- uh, here bank account is the object. So it attribute is account number balance and its method are deposit. Sorry. Deposit function, withdraw function, check balance function. So now moving to the next, that is advantage of OOP. So it advantage are code reusability, better organization, easier maintenance, security, and scalability. So an and also easy debugging, better organization, scalable for large project, real world modeling, improved team collaboration. So its application is widely used in code reusability, better organization, easier maintenance, security, and scalability, web development, mobile app development, desktop application, game development, artificial intelligence, machine learning, banking system, hospital management system, e-commerce, website, enterprise software. The next one is real life example. Like car, I already told you a student. This one is already done. Employee is not done. You can think by yourself. Mobile phone done. Bank account done. Now they the before coming to the next one, there is the common mistake that done by beginners are thinking OOP is only about classes. OOPS is based on object classes and the flow four pillars, not only on classes. And the next one is using OOP are very small program that simply function are sufficient. And the next mistake is done by beginners is confusing a class with an object. So class is the blueprint and object is the actual instance. So these are the practice question like define hoops, compare procedure programming with sorry, let me stop there. We to explain the four pillar list application. So these are the practice questions that you should learn at home. The next one is OOPS stand for. So basically, OOPS stand for Object Oriented Programming. Inheritance support code review. Python support OOPS. And next one is the interview question. I can ask you more MCQ question like which OOP concept hide implementation detail. I give you option of inheritance, encapsulation, abstraction, polymorphs. So by the name, you can guess that inherited not in it because inherited in it the characteristics. So it is not and encapsulation, abstraction in polymorphism. Abstraction is the correct one. That hide implementation detail. I told you by the example of applying brake in it. You do not know how the function but brake works, but you just you break. So now the interview question is what is OOPS? So object oriented program. So OOPS is a programming that organized software using classes and object combining data and method into a single unit. Like this, you have to give the answer in your interview. Why it is important? So or explain the code pillar. So uh, you do second question by yourself. The fourth third question is explain the fourth pillar. The fourth pillar are encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, and abstraction. You should explain it by yourself at home. Should I need to explain you guys about it again? So encapsulation is the binding data and method into a single unit. And inheritance. One class can inheritance property and method from inherit another class. Polymorphism. The same method we have differently for different objects. And abstraction, showing only the necessary information while hiding the implementation detail. So the summary of this video is we introduce the fundamental of object-oriented programming like creating class, creating object attributes, method, real world example, practice problem like this. So I think that's it for the video, guys. So I hope you guys like this video and we also do interview question also. Um, so thank you for your support. So stay tuned for the next video.